Due to the explicit content, viewer discretion is advised.
Hey there folks, this is Sable Guy and welcome to a channel update. Now this is going to be a little bit of a different channel update as you are staring at my desktop. Now, I have a few things that I would like to update you guys on. First of all, I've had a little bit of a hectic schedule, so I'm sorry with my uploads and there's a bunch of random things, but I promise you it is all for the better. I've been doing a lot of testing and there is a good reason for that. So first of all, let's go ahead and get started with what exactly is going on. So today we are going to be doing some benchmarks with GTA 5. So of course I'm going to be doing my normal recording resolution, which is 1920 by 1080. I'm going to be using my Zotac GTX 970 4GB of GDDR5 VRAM. All my footage is going to be recorded with NVIDIA's GeForce Experience Shadowplay software, as there is barely any noticeable performance drops with it, so that's why I'd like to use it. We are going to be testing my Zotac GTX 970 with the quote-unquote out-of-box setting, so basically like opening as if you just got the graphics card, took it out of the box, shoved it in the computer, and started playing games, of course after you installed drivers. And then we are going to be using the quote-unquote quick boost settings that came with the card, which is called Firestorm. So with the Firestorm, basically it just has a few buttons where you click it and it goes, okay, you are now overclocked, or we'll give you that extra boost. So that's what we're going to be doing. The computer is running on Windows 8.1 Pro, which is 64-bit, so that is what is the major difference, because along with what we're doing, which I'll explain, we are using 16 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance DDR3 RAM clocked at 1600 megahertz, and here is the biggest change of them all. We are using a different motherboard, so that explains why Windows 10 is not on here, because my code that I got with Windows 10 is not valid with this motherboard. I have to actually call Microsoft and yell at them and tell them they gave me my code back so I can reactivate my Windows 10 on here. So what ended up happening is a buddy of mine wanted to run Windows 7 on his computer, but the motherboard that I'm currently using that I got from him was not compatible with the Windows 7 because it refused to install Windows 7 on it. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and switch. So we ended up trading boards, and what I got in the process is my lovely Intel Core i5 3330 clocked at 3.0 gigahertz with a turbo boost of 3.5 gigahertz. So there are 4 threads with this along with 4 cores. And this is going to be the Ivy Bridge one. So here's the proof of that right there. So basically those are the changes. That's why things have been kind of hectic and crazy. I've been trying to get my computer back up and running. So today, like I said, we are only going to be focusing on GTA 5 because it is mostly what I play and what I work with. That is with the Clan, Mason County Roleplay, and then also with LSPDFR, the episodes I upload weekly, or try to weekly. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the benchmarks. I'm going to show the footage of each with the normal settings and the quick boost settings, and then we'll meet right back at the end and go over the results. Alright guys, see you at the end. Alright guys, welcome back. So after watching those videos, let's go ahead and bring up my little graph here. It's not really a graph, it's just a typed out thing. So after the benchmarks, I can honestly say that I really didn't notice a difference. Upon a closer inspection of the benchmarks, the out-of-box setting posted great results with a minimum result of 36 frames per second and a maximum of 63. And then the average comes out to 58.091. To compare it, let's look at the overclock ones. The overclock settings posted great results as well, but left me disappointed. I was expecting a significant difference. But the results were nearly identical, with a minimum of 35 frames a second, which is one frame dropped, which makes absolutely no sense to me. And a maximum of 62, again, a drop of one frame a second. And then the average came out to 58.216 frames per second. So it was a little bit better of an average, but the minimum and the maximum were lower than the standard out-of-the-box settings. So with seeing all this, I feel, for GTA 5 at least, the Firestorm application for Zotac is kind of a gimmick. It didn't have a real advantage to helping improve the gameplay experience. Now I know I didn't use the professional settings, but I didn't want to do that. I don't want to spend the time tweaking the settings, so personally, I'm going to be leaving the Firestone program to collect dust and not be used. I mean, to me it's an useless program. Yes, it's great to have it, and who knows, there might be another game that comes up that might utilize it, but GTA 5 is not one of them. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close with that. But basically, if you're curious, if you know how the GTX 970 and the Core i5-3330, how well they go together playing GTA 5, well, there's your answer. It does quite exceptionally well. That is an average of about 15 frames a second better than what I was doing with my other one. Because on my AMD Phenom 2 X4, it just swang wildly up and down, and a lot of stuttering. This one was actually basically pretty smooth. So this is a giant, significant upgrade from what I had before. So with that being said, I am Sable Guy. If you liked what you've seen, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you have not. Again, thank you for watching, and you guys have yourself a wonderful rest of your day.